Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a makeup video, so I did. And this is the look I filmed today. I kind of didn't really have anything else like envision. I kind of just want to do a more neutral eye look, and then it turned into more of an orange eye look, so there's really no surprise there. I was a wee bit chatty with you guys. If you want to see what I'm up to, then just keep watching. I just talked to you guys a little bit, not a ton. And if you want to see how I got this look, a lot of affordable products, just keep watching and follow my social medias if you want to see what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis at Kendra Cus on both Instagram and Twitter. I'm very active on both of those, so hit me up there. But you know what? We should just go ahead and get right on into it. First of all, look at my shirt. It's so cute. It says too cute to care. And no, I don't feel that way about myself. I bought off of ASOS and I don't know, it's kittens. So very on brand, very on brand. I really don't have any like new products or like revolutionary new things I'm doing. So this is more just like, what is she putting on her face today? What eye makeup is she doing? Do we even care? Probably not, but here you are watching my video. So 1,000 thank yous to you. Okay, so I'm going to put this Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer on my face. I've used this in countless videos because I've been using it like regularly since November, I think, or October. I just put it on my T-zone though. My nose, my like cheek area kind of. Places that makeup rubs off fastest, which is always around my mouth. My chin. And then if I have a little bit more left on my fingers, I like will just dab it under my eyes a little bit. I should probably look at the mirror and not the viewfinder. Looks well blended. I've been on spironolactone. If you watched my last makeup video, which was like almost a month ago, actually it probably was a month ago, I've been on spironolactone for a month now and I do feel like it's helping, but I've only been on a full dose for about almost 2 weeks. My dermatologist had me like slowly build up to a full dose, so I've only been on like a full dose for 2 weeks and I do feel like it's helping. I still get obviously breakouts, you can see some pimples and zits and stuff, but they're not like those deep cystic like acne spots anymore, which thank the heavens, because those hurt so bad. And not only do they hurt, they freaking like don't come to the surface, so you can't even like get rid of them, you know. Right now I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. I've actually heard there are a couple dupes for this cheaper now and I really kind of want to test them out, but yeah, I haven't yet. This you could use as a highlighter or a primer or whatever you feel like. I like to use it as a primer because I feel like it's one of the few like illuminating like priming products that actually you can see even once you put makeup on top of it. But as you can see, I just put it around in weird spots on my face. And then I just take a stippling brush. This is probably the cheapest one on the market. This is the e.l.f. small stipple brush. And I just like swirl it into my skin. I have really dry skin, so I like to just look as illuminated as possible. So right now I'm reading the Caraval series. I am currently on the last book. So Finale, it's a trilogy if you didn't know. And I highly recommend it. I'm having a really good time reading them. I love the second one way more than the first, which is kind of funny because literally everyone else says the opposite. So I don't know why I like it a lot more, but I do. It's basically, if you didn't know, if you're not a reader and you're watching this for makeup, it's basically just about these two sisters who, it's a fantasy book and it's about these two sisters who basically have a horrible father who basically beats them. How many times have I said basically in the last minute? One of the sisters named Scarlett, she basically, stop it Kendra. She has dreamed her entire life of this carnival game thing called Caraval. She's always wanted to go. She heard stories about it growing up. I'm using the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. That's literally also no surprise. The Caraval stopped traveling, so now people have to go to where it is, which is this like little isle, like island type thing. She's always wanted to go, but she doesn't think she's ever gonna get to go, and she's engaged to be married to somebody, and she wanted to go. Long story short, they end up going to the Caraval, and it's just fascinating, honestly. Like, I really have loved the book. The first book, definitely, it's like a little, like the writing is really easy to comprehend, almost a little too easy to comprehend. I wish the author didn't explain things so much, like we get it, you know, like we get what she's feeling by the 3 sentences you've already included. We don't need 7 sentences, you know what I mean? Like the 3 would have been fine. I am currently on the 3rd one. I'm only about 100 pages in. I started actually no, I think I'm like 75 pages in. I started reading it last night and I'm loving it. I thought I was gonna read these on the plane because we leave in like 3 days for Europe. And I thought I was gonna read these on the plane because I heard they're such quick page turners and that like it's really easy to keep going because they're very fast-paced books. So I was like, oh, perfect, I'll read these on the plane. So I started Caraval like a week ago now, I think, thinking like by the time I get to the last one, we'll for sure be traveling. But I've flown through these. Like the first book took me like 2, maybe 3 days. The second book took me less than 48 hours. And then I'm hoping to finish this last one before the weekend. It's currently Saturday morning. So if I have a lot of time, I'm hoping to finish it Sunday night. So tomorrow night. I'm hoping. Worst case scenario, I finish it just before we leave, you know, which I'm sure I'll be able to do that. Okay, so now I got a layer of that down. I just like to do light coverage and then spot conceal where I need extra coverage, which is obviously lots of places because I am having problematic skin the last 6 months. So I start off with my First Aid Beauty Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer, I think it's what it's called. And this is a more light coverage concealer. I like the look of it better and I love how it sits on my under eyes. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. And so I do that to highlight and conceal my under eyes and my forehead. So this is where things get a little ridiculous. I have like a concealer cocktail that is a little annoying. I have 2 shades of the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer Super Coverage. One's a little too dark, one's a little too light, so put them together and perfect shade. Oh, it's ridiculous. I've tried to find the right shade and I can't. This one is too dark, but I like to go on top of my blemishes. If it's blemishes around the perimeter of my face, I'm not too concerned about it being too dark because I usually put bronzer over that little area anyways, you know? But I'll go in with a lighter shade and then when they blend out, they are perfect together. Okay, so I like the coverage now for all the other blemishes except for that one in the center of my forehead, my 3rd eye. So we're going to use yet another concealer. I'm so sorry. Like this is just what I have to do in order to cover up some blemishes. This is the Fenty Beauty concealer and I'm just going to, this is super thick and super full coverage. So I just am putting a little bit right on top. To put some powder on my face, to set the under eyes, I'm going to use my Glossier Water. This is the new shade G11 to G12. It's the lightest shade. They have more shades than they used to. They used to have only 3 shades. I think it was light, medium, medium dark, and deep to deepest. I don't know. It was 3 shades. And they are fairly translucent, but I'm glad they came out with more shades for all skin tones. Anyways, I'm just placing some under my eyes. And then I just really put powder on the perimeter of my face and also just down my cheekbones for powder products that I'm going to put on top, like bronzer and stuff. Because it is so unentertaining, I am going to put my brows on and prime my eyes and then be right back with you guys for the rest of the makeup. I'm honestly just thrilled that my sweet Katza decided to join us as I was doing my eyebrows and priming my eyes. I just would like to say that today's not the best eyebrow day, but there's only so much you can do. So I'm gonna move on. I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do for eyes, except for I knew I wanted to do something warm. Lately I've been doing a lot of like pinks and not as many neutral things, so I wanted to do something warm and easy but still kind of fun since I only really do eyeshadow on the weekends these days. So I think I'm gonna jump into this ColourPop Fortune palette. I'm actually gonna be annoying and use 2 palettes, and I'm going to use this shade first called Fresh Picked. Just like brushing this up into the transition area. I'm gonna take a little bit of Peaches and Cream here and dust it on top just to like help blend everything out. I'm going to take another shade from this palette called Peach Cobbler up here and just keep it kind of right into the crease, not too high, but just really deepen things up. That shade literally just like blends itself. It's so pretty. Okay, now in the ColourPop Fortune palette, I am going to take this shade called Riche. It's like this orangey, burnt orangey shade. And I'm going to keep this mainly in the outer V and into the inner, like the outer corner. Okay, now I'm going to take this shade called Stacks, and I'm just gonna use my finger and hope that there's not really any fallout. It's like a penny shade, like a coppery penny, you know? And I'm just going to place that. Oop, okay, yep, there was some fallout. I'm just going to keep it though kind of on the center because I have another shade I want to put in the inner corner. Just to blend the outside of that shade, I'm taking the same brush I used the last matte orangey shade with. Okay, and to make things even more obnoxious, I'm taking another shade that wasn't in this palette. I'm going into this ColourPop Ooh La La palette, and I'm using this like really pretty gold shade, and I want to place that in inner corner area. Kind of wanted that shade to be this like statement shade of the look, and I totally feel like that's what's happened. Just gonna put a little bit more of that Stack shade on though. I need to put some on my lower lash line, but I tend to keep that very neutral, so I'm just gonna jump back into this Too Faced palette and use the shade Freshly Picked on my lower lash line. Taking these two whiter shades and just highlighting the brow bone. Okay. Let's move on to bronzer. This isn't my favorite bronzer, but I felt like having kind of more of a neutral bronzer. Usually I like really, really warm bronzers to really warm up my face since I'm really pale, but today I'm going for a neutral one. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in the shade 104 Tantastic. The other benefit to this being a neutral bronzer is I can use it for my nose contour, because usually I use a really warm bronzer and that just doesn't work as a contour, obviously. For blush today, I'm going to use this ColourPop blush in the shade Main Chick. It's affordable, it's gorgeous. What else can you ask for? Then for highlighter, I'm also going to take an affordable option. This is the Makeup Revolution x Soph highlighter palette. Just highlighting the brow bone now with the same highlighter, and then I'm taking that same highlighter on to the inner corner of my eye. Okay, to set it all in place before I use mascara, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Something got all messed up with the spritzer on this and it's pissing me off. And now I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Then I'm just going to pat that in with my beauty blender. So, in case you're wondering, I used the Glossier Lash Slick. I use this every single day for literally the last year on my lashes. And if you didn't know I'm a Glossier rep, you can get 10% off by going to glossier.com/rep/Kendra. It's always down in the description box, and I'm always gonna plug it. I do obviously get a small commission off of it, and if you wanna help me out, that's cool. If you also just want to try good products, that's cool too. I'm gonna try something out. I'm gonna use like a darker lip liner and then a lighter lip and see if I like it, because this is like super trendy and I've never really done it, so. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of this Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade Single, and I'm just gonna like dot it in the center kind of. Okay guys, this is our final look today. You know, it'd be cool if Katza would, oh, are you done? If she would stop licking herself so that I could film my outro. Oh, angel. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to oh my gosh. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to have you guys join the family. I do post book videos, beauty videos, vlogs, and all that kind of fun stuff, so hit the subscribe button to join the family. And also don't forget to check out my social medias at Kendra Cus on Instagram and Twitter if you want to see what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis, and follow my Goodreads if you want to be friends with me there. We can be friends and chat on each other's Goodreads reviews, book reviews. So I'm gonna let you guys go though. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever happens to be that you're watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!